Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
Oh, thank God, I thought I was blind. Hello everyone, Skullavoid here and welcome, what the fuck? And welcome to Not For Broadcast. Now, I do not know much about this game. All I got is from it's a dark comedy game.
The people never happy. It's never enough. I cannot believe you.
I guess that was comedy. Anyway, I'm just here for the laughs, so I'm gonna play before the TV and oh, for God's sake, I'm going.
We're still vassals, slaves. We're just in prettier cages.
I'm going with Blondcaster.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
I'm blind again. Jeremy Something is the country's most popular and trusted news anchor. For now. Ooh. Yeah, my desk is over there. Hold on. There we go. Ah, shit. Hang on. I don't have much open space. Oh, for God's sake, that's my...
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you
that's my
a quick tour
bookcase.
of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
I am not going to remember any of
I'll talk you
this.
through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh. Okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of and its importance during the Great Crisis of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports Whereas popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about
Was I supposed to do something?
Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right. Button
That's
2
all coming up on
in
tonight.
3,
National
2,
Nightly News.
1. Lovely, mate.
Yes.
Next
Haha.
thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
This is very long.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Nah, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on that machine at the bottom right and use the slider that's flashing there to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white
Oh
bit.
shit.
Hurry up, mate. We're losing audience. Use the slider.
And of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's
Hey.
overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well.
I'm choosing B.
Keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leaders accepted.
4,
And
3,
3,
2.
1.
Oops.
Advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendships.
Me too.
No.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and
Oh.
throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get some
not really.
selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Screen 1, Jeremy.
Welcome back. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, "What a wild ride this has been!" And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was a true story.
Been on that show a bit long?
Fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
3 minutes of this shit.
To mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3...
I'm actually quite good at this. Maybe I should get a job at this news anchoring or whatever this job is. How was that?
Do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving.
Okay, who is that guy? Is he a bug author or what? I have not been paying attention. I've just been pressing buttons. You shut up. I'm talking. He is. Everyone's just...
Most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
Oops. Okay, I might have goofed.
Today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again. Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Cool, looks like Blunderclash is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the slider, and as the frequency changes, match it to the right bit by gently pushing the stick to the right.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know?
Get the speed right.
Uh-oh.
No one has been listened. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Didn't he just hit her? Oh my god, he did.
We'll do for now. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time, but this time, move the joystick up. Upwards, mate, upwards.
Told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning.
I'm trying.
you need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
I'm trying to watch TV. Ah, shit. Piece of shit VR controller. Good for nothing.
This is the key.
Nope.
Remember,
Hey,
mate, you're lucky to still be on the air.
why is it
Get some
doing that?
practice in.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
How do I do ads again? Is it that? 2, 1. No.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here.
Yeah.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the censor button for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button
Bleep,
lines
yeah.
are count 1, 2, and hold it down.
1, 2, hold it down. I forgot everything you said.
You want crazy? We got crazy.
I am a forgetful person.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live, that's too late. You can use the vision mixing buttons on the left to select the screen you want.
Oh yeah, I think I got it now. I think I got everything now.
You want it? You want it? We've got it. You pay us.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters. I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters. Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Thank you all for coming.
Cool stuff.
Thank you all for coming. And, well, what a day.
They said we
What
couldn't
a
do
day.
it. They said we couldn't do
Please
it.
skip
Every
all night.
dirty low-down lion,
I'm-
southern bastard trick lion, southern
For you.
trick lion again.
Nice.
You saw right through there, Shaq.
I'm sorry about the language there. I'm sorry about the
I've
language
had a
there.
celebrations. Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrations. Coarser than the Negronis.
Okay, this.
Coarser than the
Memorably
Negronis.
put. Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Who can blame Peter
Throughout the
for
campaign,
celebrating?
you've heard us say that
Throughout the
advance are
campaign,
not
you've
a
heard us
political
say
party.
that advance are not
A
a
party is what you
political
have when
party.
things are going well.
A party is what you have when
the
things are
country
going
is
well.
Mix it up a bit,
When the
eh?
country is suffering,
You need a
party. A
You
team
need a
that can
team.
change things. A team that can
Okay,
change. But today is day one of a new
today
future.
is day one of a
better,
new future.
fairer future.
I feel like I'm watching 2 YouTube videos at the same time, and I didn't get them exactly synced up. Nope.
For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. For them, the party's over. They should be putting their shitty pants on and up in their busted checkbook. Pants on and up in their busted checkbook.
Again,
Not inaccurate,
but not
Before we
came out here to address the nation,
Before we used our executive powers
we
to
used
pass
our
the
executive
Assets and
powers
Wealth Act.
to pass the
Working
Assets
with
and
the
Wealth
Tax
Office,
Office,
we have produced a
working with the
definitive
Tax
list
Office,
of
we have
every
produced
person
a
in the country with
definitive
wealth
list of
into the
every
millions.
person in the
You
country with
know
wealth into
this
the
sort of
millions.
probably you know this sort of probably because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community. Are not welcome in their
Tomorrow
gated
we will be
community.
introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore. No more hiding wealth funds or creative accounting. Trust funds or creative accounting. Fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws. Unavoidable set of tax
Shit.
All you snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere
He cusses more than me.
We revoked
Fuck you. I'm the one cussing.
You want him back? You want to leave
Give us a
like you
reaction
threatened
shot.
before the election. Like you threatened before the election. That's fine. You're gonna pay first. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country
Get
from a
back to
nation
it.
of warring individuals, to properly fund health and education, to properly fund health and living standards of us all, to raise the living standards of us
said we'd
all.
have to raise billions. Said we'd have to raise you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours. When we've reclaimed what's ours. That's absolute. So to you posh twats. So
The
to
people
you
who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people
So
whose
they've got
children
time
you
to get even.
raise.
So they've got time to get
Advance
even.
have this to say to you. Advance have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your
Shit.
cars and your mansions and your vineyards. We will put the wealth of
today.
this country
Up.
back. We will put the wealth of this country back in the hands of the people who created it. In the hands of the people who created it.
Today. It ends.
Yes. It
Today.
ends today. It ends
And tomorrow,
today.
we'll start making
And
it fair
tomorrow,
again.
we'll start
Just
making it
like
fair
we
again.
promised we would.
Just
And
like
until
we
then,
promised
ladies
we
and
would.
gents, and until then, ladies and
Just
gents,
will get pissed.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Okay, I think I got it now.
Thank you for your time.
Well, interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of advance. And our apologies for the Fuji language. And our apologies for the Fuji language. Bleeped out for you in time. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. Someone's going to be in trouble. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, as the country braces itself this evening at the National 19 News. That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under advance. With full coverage of the first day under advance. Have a peaceful. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful.
And we're out. Good job, everybody. Same again tomorrow. Good job, everybody. Same again tomorrow.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
With this exquisite limited edition
I'll see you tomorrow
collection,
night.
Not coming quickly.
My Salad
No, got a
Weekly.
date.
Lucky you.
Sign
Try
up
not to get
now, and
murdered.
every week we'll send you an authentic, ethical
Yes.
ingredient to add to your salad.
I did it.
Your
I got a
collection
C.
week by week,
It's
and
better than an
very
F.
soon you'll have a
Like I
salad
usually
that
get at
really
school.
gets
Ooh,
the
an nail
lunchroom
plate.
talking. From tomatoes and oils to
I got
leafy
challenge room.
When the program's
Dave's
finished,
Apprentice.
you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went.
Hold on, how much? Alright.
Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and
Broke
how
ass
much wealth
poor.
you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care? This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Okay.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1.
Alright, I'm
At
bored.
7
Day 3. Whatever catches your eye, the team wants to know you. Alex Winston. Your spouse? Sam Winston. Your children? Charles Winston, 14. Susie Winston, 19. Maybe? This is like schoolwork all over again. It sucks, it's boring. And you and your family have been invited. Masturbate. That's what I do in my spare time. I masturbate. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. And masturbate. How many questions are there? I don't know. I don't really do much in holidays, just wait for presents or birthdays. Wait, shit, did I... Oh, for God's sake! And I need a favor, and I can ask, no problem, what's going on. You must have seen the crazy and stuff, yada yada yada, it's bullshit. Yada yada yada. They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people... Yada yada yada. Yay, family loyalties. Is this it? I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't you do it. Oh, okay. Make me blind. The hell is this?
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, hang on. Let me just get out some flags, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, oh, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. Come on, mate, on your left, the plugs and stuff. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
This one. And then this. Power's not on. What do I do? What is this? Oh, I know what I meant.
Right, let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes under the desk, look down. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they? Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Okay. So I don't think he's coming back.
Their own secret language.
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fisk has appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university, and
Oh, it would have been hilarious if I did the polka thing.
immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehearts. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Forsborg and Horgensport have today set off to explore Dante's
Try not to get fired.
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology,
I don't think they like
pair
each
has
other.
successfully reached the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating
What the
winning
hell?
Sports Personality of the Year last
What
week,
did he
as
drink?
reported by this very programme. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right
I had to choose
advance
peace sometime.
approach? All that and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds.
Oh shit. No, no. Come on. Hey. I'm trying to focus and not get fired. Yes. Okay,
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there.
well, isn't he a ray of sunshine?
Do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word.
Orgy?
Only the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before.
I mean, World War III is on the way.
We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! But what this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people.
Okay, I wasn't paying
They've
attention.
rebranded, but it's all a little
I have to focus on so much
being a
stuff.
tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. the grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like
Oh my god.
psychophiles.
How am I supposed to censor that?
Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me
Belief
wrong, I want
juice.
to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Absolutely fucking flying, I tell you. How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said I put a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. His little Jakey's going to the big bird caught you with water.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country.
Oh god.
Advance
Oh
have already
shit.
tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list.
Don't do anything yet. Hang
Go
on.
behind the headlines.
Hang on.
To make the criminal.
I'm trying.
We have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problem close up in the spotlight. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, that's not good.
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done
Oh,
at
come
the
on.
systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? Oh, we need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a
Oh.
good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
Shit.
No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
You've mentioned your affairs.
No.
Oh ho 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 ho.
Affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy.
Oh.
I'm sure we all long
Oh,
for
for
the
God's
day when you
sake.
could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong?
I changed my mind. I don't want to work
That's
here.
not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture.
Stay.
and lost touch with what it means to be a
Stay.
citizen of this once
And you'll
great
get a
country.
treat.
Also, Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimp's escaped. Delia?
What
Delia,
the
could you give me a little
fuck?
help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was saying the Badgers.
Oh, come on. No, stop. That's it. You're not getting a treat. You're not getting a treat.
Back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh my god.
Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said, get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty! You beast cut!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as...
I am doing my best to hold back the laugh.
Alice comes home with an A-. Does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us.
In you are.
Hopefully uninterrupted. It's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been...
What the hell is going on with this TV show?
3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swap. He's a good
Alright,
soldier,
here we go.
which is
Some
also
nice,
when he-
actual criminality
Many happy returns,
stuff.
Tony.
Cheers, Jez.
Oh.
Call me
Oh,
Titwang, Tony.
aye.
Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwang, Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine.
Oh, it says Tony. I have no idea what that says.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwang, Tony.
Don't you do it.
Yeah, sorry, my friends.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible.
Don't you dare.
First, let me
I
ask you,
will
Do you feel that your time spent in prison
slap
to
you if you
rehabilitate
do
in
it.
any way, Tony?
Titwang, Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sophie!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's
It's a guy with a gun. It's just gonna be a...
Let's try
It's gonna be a guy with a
Since you're in
gun.
custody, have you been able to find a new job?
I think my dinner's ready. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright. Yep, it's still going. Get that back in there. My mom made spaghetti for dinner, so let's hurry this up so I can eat it. I love spaghetti.
Little Chris and Vampire Chris.
It's a stripper!
1 sec, love. Titwang Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult.
She's gonna
with the
dance.
system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted
Is that a
to...
clown?
I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It's see.
Oh my god.
We caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we...
Keeps making me think it's one of these.
No fucking way. Let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, you were literally away for 2 seconds. How is it? Well, since we've lost our... Hopefully you, if you're at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order.
I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Oh.
That went well.
Piss off.
I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that.
Oh, yeah, it's Alan James.
You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
Emphasis on you. 10 seconds, everybody. Gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome Slack, I'm Megan Wolf, and on Slack's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring
Okay, I might have
people
goofed.
from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Ah, my headset's getting uncomfortable.
Thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing.
Go back up.
We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
I don't think he has a
We
wife.
just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe
Okay.
she's you at home, or like maybe she's
Stop that.
Maths is really important.
You get what you get.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready.
Come on. Crap, I don't have a lot of time.
That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
Come on, my spaghetti's getting cold.
But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we very well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist! Oh heavens no! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year.
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
I feel like I'm watching Studio C.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right. Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Now.
Double lunch for me today, but I'm only truly happy when I'm eating.
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right. Who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
Whoa.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. That's where you're wrong. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you.
I can.
I don't have any friends of my own.
Shit, what was I supposed to do?
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me. Or you could be me.
Oh crap, I got 5 minutes left.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cool lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. You think folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait.
Jesus.
Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Oh my god.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dalton. Have a peaceful night.
Yeah, I'll have a peaceful night too.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
Okay, I'm gonna have to end the video while this is happening. Because I have like 2 minutes left.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studios.
I'm gonna have to end the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed. This was kind of difficult and also funny. I really like the oh god, what was his name? The guy that kept having his doorbell rung. I'm gonna go eat spaghetti now. And wait, I didn't say it. I didn't say bye. I didn't say that. Wait.